Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Baylor Bears, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Bears will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Wants to adjust the pattern. Start this drive going to the air. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
These are the plays that don't show up in the stat books, right? Like a great job. Look at him. He does an awesome job. Instead of taking the sack, clearly wanted to throw the football, scrambles around, get some positive yards. It doesn't go down as a huge gain, but these are the plays that get you W's.
The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the tailback. A really productive run gets it up to the 31-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
He really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Right back to the well. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for space. It's Dykes. Got the first down and still on his feet. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Tight end now in motion. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Making side adjustments here. Off play action. He rifles one deep down the middle. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. And the Ducks line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on twice. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And that's the way they'll start, and they hope it gets better. No game.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Jordan. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Finds his man. It's Cooks. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, getting the drag route, getting the first down.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Wants to go up top. He'll pull it down. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
The Bears are moving quickly down the field. It's a draw. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Back to throw, it's Jordan. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. unleashes one deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. The give to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about. The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Caught in the backfield, it's Barmore. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Breaks into the open. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
And the Ducks with the 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll throw it from the red zone. Gets it to him on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The run from the shotgun. Huff run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. facing a 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won 3rd down and forced him on 4th down.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient. He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab down the left side. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
What a throw on 1st down on the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside. He'll take a shot. Dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And for defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Jordan. Finds the tight end.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
He wants to throw it again. Quarterback adapted. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Makes the grab. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. Working that left side now. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Ball in plus territory. 1st and 10, under a minute to go. We might get a touchdown before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Dances away. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll immediately call timeout. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Touchdown, Ducks! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. You thought it was noisy when the Duck rolled out on that motorcycle? Decibels through the roof in the House of Loud.
And what a great job getting this crowd going early. This is not one of the biggest crowds in the country, but Alson Stadium is one of the loudest places you will ever be in, and they love their Ducks.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. Scanning the field, it's Jordan. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Looking to fire. Now adjusting. On target. Still on his feet at the 45. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Camarda. There's no possible explanation for bringing that one out of the end zone, and they've got horrible field position at the 5. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
I agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football falling right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that we can win this game.
They'll go to the ground. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Hines is back in the middle. Across the 25, he's got room. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Jordan. Still looking, on the move. He throws back to the left. That could be risky. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Good timing on the quick out. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Plucks it out of the air. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Bears have this offense rolling. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the 1st down. They need him to play great in the second half.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Jordan. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got his man. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. They just keep firing. This one's complete. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it. You practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
Looking to throw, it's Jordan. Moving out of the pocket. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the ground with the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give to the left side. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Power football with the run. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give on the inside. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th, all tied up. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Looking for a man. It's Jordan. Throws to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. Using his feet to buy time. He'll try to do it himself. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And the Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Dances away to buy time. Going for it all. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Give to the running back. Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line, a pickup of 3.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Bulldozes his way through. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Fighting off the defender. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage of the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he wants it all. Makes a catch at the 15. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to throw, it's Jordan. Here's a heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. He's got the back in the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Bears want to crank the tempo. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the grab on the left. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. And you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage and they're doing...
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Listen, this offense right now is trailing by multiple possessions. They've given up back-to-back sacks. The number one priority on this next play has got to be pass protection. Whether that means you leave extra guys in to give this QB an opportunity to throw it downfield, you got to do it because you're not going to have a chance to win if he keeps getting hit like that.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Pressure coming. Fires downfield. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Here's the handoff. There he goes. Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a 1st down. And the Ducks will hustle to the line. Might as well give it to him again.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you've got to use your timeout. You've got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time.